Hello and welcome, this is MouseGunner, and we're back with some more of the multi-consumer products playthrough of Stellaris using the MegaCorp DLC. We have a war to continue to wage, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at this research here. So, naval capacity, more research from scientists, terraforming, ooh, gene modification. Okay, we're probably going to want to do this one, but let's see what the, okay, food, yeah, this is a, for sure thing. So we get to modify our population 1 point there. Yeah. Okay. Spontaneously adapt to better survive in hostile environments. Okay, so those all sound like good things. Let's go ahead and go with that. All right, well, first off, let's go to our home system. Looks like we have something we can upgrade. Ah, hollow theaters. I would imagine we have other places, yeah, that we could also upgrade. It's probably giving me the arrow, though, because of the planetary capital, which we need a lot of minerals for. I think that's probably our higher priority, so we'll save up for that. May even trade for it as well, depending. Although, right now, the war, I think, is the more pressing concern. As a matter of fact, let's grab this fleet. Let's have them go upgrade, because we can afford it. And that's one way of getting some more ships involved in this combat. So let's now focus on the war itself. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're kind of waiting, I think, for the Armada to repair here, which they do on their own. And we're also waiting for the system to gain full control over the station. It looks like we are, yeah, it's still being repaired. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and unpause. We might as well speed up a little bit as well. We'll wait until the Armada has... Ooh. Let's see what that is. Okay. Oh, okay. With the Gorf citizen state. I will agree to that. Gives us some more entry. These guys are continuing to... Well, actually, the Mandate of Loken are one of the guys that we're on friendly terms with, so that's actually not a bad thing necessarily. It does give us competition. Oh, we have unemployed population. I don't know if that happened because I loaded into a save game here. Sometimes that kind of stuff happens. Where's the unemployed stuff? Probably under a specialist. Yeah, we have 4 specialists that got pushed out, I'm going to guess, by the rackets here. I don't know. It seems like sometimes when I open up a save game, that happens from time to time. So these guys are unemployed. I think we got a technology that speeds up the rate at which they get demoted, but yeah, we'll have to see about that. I don't think entertainers are a higher job. I would have to look at that. I'm gonna, oh no, they are. So actually upgrading the Hollow Center right now, the Hollow Theater, would give them jobs. So that's an idea. Although they may still insist on being managers, so that may not actually solve the problem, but let's see how many jobs that creates. It's going to create 2 more jobs. It may deal with the problem, it may not. Well, we kind of need amenities anyway, so you know what? I'm going to go ahead with go with the upgrade. What's the deal on our other plan? So we have 17 amenities there, minus 4 here. So we are going to want to upgrade the theater here. We've always had a problem with amenities on that planet. We also have to worry about this one. I'm probably going to build another theater on this planet. Okay, so Hicklum, that's going to be a priority. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and open up the market. I'm going to buy some minerals. They tend to be on the cheap side of things. We'll buy 500 because we can afford to do so. And then we'll just go over to Hicklum and we'll upgrade the Hollow Theater here because that's going to cost 450. It's also going to cost us 45. Ooh, how many exotic gases do we have? We only have 1, so we can't afford to do this upgrade. Oh, not necessarily, because we're doing that on Goroth. You know, let's back that up. Let's cancel that. Because that was unnecessary to buy the minerals after all, but yeah, I think we have to do this. We're okay on consumer goods, so this is an alright move. We are in a bad spot for our food production, though, so that's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on as well. That is one of the reasons why we colonized this world over here, though, so we could produce on the farms, which we're currently not doing. So we're doing all right on mining. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. The farm production is probably more important. Let's check our other plants, make sure we don't have a similar situation. Okay, so farms are being worked there. Farms are not being worked here by a big margin. Okay. Seems like that population getting shifted around probably part of the reason that happened. So we're just going to get rid of all of our clerks, because clerks, yeah, that will cause me to maybe lose money, but... yeah, we just have to balance out... oh. So these guys insist on being clerks. Yeah, it seems like maybe an update happened. It seems like the updates are really affect how the workers behave oftentimes. I would rather have my people not starve. I'm alright with some money loss. We could always balance it depending on what the food production is going to be like. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. A little annoying that we're in the middle of a war while that stuff's going on. Alright, so I really need to keep an eye on the station and watch it when it recovers. We may have gotten it right there. Let's see. Let's grab the lake. Yeah, okay, good. That's all we needed, is just to have direct control over it. Alright, so my game plan is we're going to wait until the Armada is healed up, although they're probably already there. And we're going to send them off to start taking some of these other systems. I do have to be careful, though. I don't want to send them off too far, because we do know that the enemy has a 15k stack somewhere. So obviously we don't want that to bop us. But we'll send these guys over, because I don't know how long we're going to continue to have them in our employ, and we do have a limited time period we get to take advantage of them. So obviously you don't want to waste that time period, so they need to be actively doing things, capturing systems for us, what have you. So I'll capture a couple systems over this way, maybe. A lot of it's denying resources as well. Like, this is a big pile of resources for our enemy, and that will in turn become resources for us. So production seems to have balanced out a little bit here, so there we go. The lake is now repaired. I don't think there's any enemy in the home system here. I don't know how powerful their space station is going to be here, though. I would imagine that my fleet can take it, but I kind of wouldn't want them to take the brunt of it if I can avoid it. Let's have the mercenary fleet come up here, capture that system. And our main fleet is going to come up into their home system. I'm going to keep an eye on this, though. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. And what I'm going to look to do is we'll jump into the system, and I'll hold off if the space station is looking like it's powerful. And we'll kind of force the hand of my enemy, because if they don't go and defend their capital, well, we'll just bombard it into oblivion. So that's game plan. So what's the estimated arrival time? 55 days? Okay. Well, we're going to keep an eye on that. So Regulus wasn't as heavily affected by that shift. Only 2 unemployed population. When are we going to have an upgrade? So we've got 52 population, 53 population. You're at 90 population, but there's no more buildings we can build here. So it's okay if we move population around. Of course, the downside of that, if we move population around, is that we have less production. But it may be worth it from a standpoint of getting enough population to get a building out, because we probably will want more exotic gases, is what I'm thinking, because we have buildings that benefit from it. So 55 pops may be required. I'll be patient, though. I don't think we need to rush anything here. We've got a war that is more necessary, like more important. You know what? Because it's going to be a little bit of time, let's speed up here. Okay. We do not want to...
under assault.
Kind of don't want to engage them just yet. Starbase under assault. That's probably... Oh. Where's the starbase under assault? Let me click on that. No, we're not attacking them yet. I think that we're going to hold off. There is a fleet here. Interestingly enough, there's also troop transports in this system. I wonder what they're up to. Because they can't take the space station, I don't think. They may be trying to do a cheeky raid here, but my space stations will stop them far before they get anywhere. I would think, anyway. Alright, so we're just gonna be patient here. I mean, that space station isn't that difficult. Oh no, that's the space station. Yeah, okay, that's a little powerful. We'll hold off here. Their fleet didn't engage me. So my game plan, once we capture this system, which shouldn't take long, it's only a 293. We'll get our mercenary fleet in here, and then we'll use the two fleets together. Use the mercenary fleet to take the brunt of the attack because...
Actualized.
Why not? Let's go ahead and take a look at that research. So we have energy credits from technicians. Okay, so we can upgrade to gamma laser, plasma can, same research rate, so I would probably go with the gamma laser because we already have laser technology. Guardian point defense, level 3. Okay, that is actually probably what I will end up taking because I think we're falling behind on our point defense. 0-point reactor, that would be good as well, but I think in this case I'm going to go ahead and take the Guardian point defense because I want the better point defense systems. Alright. We don't really need to monitor that fight. Just make sure we can see the entirety of what's going on here. So they are done. So the Armada can now come in here. And they will engage, and we'll just keep an eye on that. So 62 days is when they're going to get here. They're a little beat up, but I'm not too worried about it. It's a mercenary fleet after all, it's not our ships. Let's go ahead and speed up time a little bit here. Out of curiosity, did we get any research by taking this station? I think I put my science vessel somewhere. Where is that science vessel? Right there. Let's get in there. Ooh. Let's pause, because now we're going to have that engagement. Let's give them a little bit of a head start, so that they're the ones taking the brunt of the fight. But now we can move in. Alright, here we go.
Competitors engaged.
Now this should really affect the war exhaustion. Yeah, we just annihilated them. They almost took care of it before I even showed up. Yeah, that's over already. Alright, we're losing some strength from our mercenary fleet, but not a big deal. Alright, let's grab our science ship. Have it come in, and... a little confused why we aren't able to do anything here just yet, but... oh, is it because I don't have a scientist? Ah, that answers that. Let's go to our leaders. Okay, so scientists, we need a new one. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna grab the expertise computing, I think, unless we have something better. Roamer, survey speed plus 25%. Reacher speed plus 10%, survey speed plus 25%. Well, that sounds damn good, right? Okay. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and grab this scientist here. And then we'll probably use them to research. But, before we do that, we'll assign them as a leader here because they have that research speed upgrade. Okay. So now we're going to grab the fleets. We're going to put them over here. And we're going to change their bombardment stance to indiscriminate. And we're going to... oh no, we don't want selective, we want indiscriminate. And we're just going to bomb the living crap out of these guys. Out of curiosity, have these guys upgraded yet? Not these guys. These guys. They're still on their way. Alright. Alright, things are going pretty well. Energy credits have dropped off quite a bit, but that's alright. Just looking around the rest of the Empire, looks like we're doing okay. Okie dokie. When we gain control over the station here, I may do some shifts repairing. I'm not sure if these guys repair naturally. They may have to be doing nothing to do so. We do have to keep an eye out, though, for the enemy fleet, because they may rally here. Since I have taken their capital, because that was their capital. Let's take a look at that planet real quick. So this is their home planet. They have 91 population, only 87 jobs though. And we are just going to bomb this until it is completely devastated. And if we can wipe out the population... I'm not going to try and capture it. I mean, as we've seen, these guys, they have a tendency to just absolutely pump out military units when you're trying to invade, so it takes forever. And they have a transport fleet on the way. We're bombing that down very fast, considering I'm the speed that I'm going on right now. You know, that is getting bombed really fast. They're already at 35% almost. All right, well, let's go ahead and speed up here. There's not really a whole lot else going on. Unless, of course, we want to send off the mercenary fleet. Like, the main reason I wouldn't want to do that is that I'm worried that they're going to send their fleet. Like, here it is. There's that big... Oh, it's not as big as it once was, because pretty sure this was a 15K fleet at one point. That's worrying. Where are they headed? Okay, so they are... Looks like they're headed to jump to this. So where does that go? To there. And then maybe they're coming here to take this out? Or they could be going into my subsidiary's territory. If that's the case, I'm not sure if I would rally to defend or not. I probably will, because I am not the one controlling the outcome of this war, and if they gain a lot of systems here, they actually may keep them, which we obviously don't want them to do. So, and honestly, if it's only an 11K fleet, I can take that fight. All right, well, anyway, we were talking about using our armada here. I'm going to go ahead and let them repair. They should be able to repair in system. Yeah. And then when they're done, we will send them to capture this system, and move on from there. I'm actually surprised that didn't really affect their war exhaustion at all. We did take out one of their fleets. Is that even on the list? Yeah, it sure is. So space battle cost me? Ah, because I lost a ship. Okay. I wonder where I lost that ship. Was it the mercenary fleet? Because I'm not sure I would care if the mercenary fleet. All right, so these were the fights, I think, before, and then this was the one with the station, perhaps. Okay, so in the end, they did gain more war exhaustion than I did. All right. It was mostly that big 10K fleet that we wiped out. That was the big one. All right, so we're finally upgrading that one fleet.
Incoming transmission.
Oh, what do we got here? Trade deal offer. They give me energy credits and minerals. So there's nothing on my end. They're just giving me resources. All right, agree. All right, and then that means I can come in here and upgrade this, which I've been waiting to do. Hicklem hasn't finished the one thing, so... Yeah, so they're at 54 population. They're only 1 point away from being where they need to be, so we can be patient. We have a lot of mineral wealth. I have to keep in mind, though, part of that is me owning these resources, because I get these resources as I am capturing things, and of course I'm denying them for my enemy. Which is one of the reasons why it's kind of important for me...
Combat detritus reprocessed.
Okay, what did we get out of that?
Galaxy.
So 20% towards railguns, 10% towards flat cannons, 10% towards improved strike craft, 10% towards ion disruptors, 10% towards afterburners, and 140 research in both physics and engineering. Very good. We have another one to pick up here, so that is looking pretty good. Ah, here it comes. So, wow, they actually have 2 powerful fleets. So they do have quite powerful fleets here. Now, I do not think that the lake needs oh, they do need repairs. Okay. Let me take a look at this real quick. Okay, you're repairing. So the repairs are going to be kind of more important at the moment, because this big fleet's going to come, and they're going to come to try and smash me. I don't know what route they're going to take. They may come in here, and in theory, we'd want to take this fight here, but we got to take the fight where we can take it. I'm not sure if this is going to gain strength over time. Because there was a 3.6K station before. We can't build anything here. So it's not like we can make this thing more powerful. At least I don't think. Alright. We just have to keep our eye on that. Okay, the repair's done, so we're gonna grab the Armada. We're gonna have them come over to do the bombardment. And while they're doing that, the lake is gonna come over and get its repairs. Our fleet's big enough that we can take this. I mean, we've got almost 20K, oh, more than 20K worth of fleet if we combine these two fleets, which we can't technically do, but in theory, we're good on that. So the ocean does not the ocean, the lake does have an admiral, which we mostly pick just to keep costs low, but they're getting experience while they fight. How are we doing on the bombardment of this planet? 51% devastation. We haven't really lowered the population at all, but hopefully that's something we can accomplish. All right.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, so Hicklem finished this, so we want to take a look at our strategic resources. So do we... That might not tick just yet. We have to keep an eye on that. Alright. But that should take care of their problem. Although we do want a hollow theater here once these guys get enough population, which they'll get very soon. As a matter of fact, how are they doing on growth? They're a little bit behind. And again, we could force a situation by sending some population from Goroth over, but for now, we're fine. As a matter of fact, we could probably guess where these guys are going to go. Aha. Alright, so as I thought, they're going to come through this way. I would imagine they're going to try and get to their planetary system. So we may want to fight them at this system. Oh, you know, I missed that there was a planet here. Whoops. Alright, well, as I said, we may want to meet them there, rather than allow them to come through, because they're going to take the station. The problem is, are we going to repair in time? So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to go normal speed for now. Oh, you know what? This is well past due for a cut in the video, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.